So tonight on the Dougie Ducote shitshow.com, Dougie's going to lecture his clown posse on racism. Yeah, because Dougie's an expert. He's an expert on that racism. So he's going to lecture his old clown posse about that old racism stuff. And old Dougie's identified who the racists are. You see, it's not Dougie and people like Dougie that vote their racism. They vote the same ticket as the Ku Klux Klan. Nah, according to Dougie, that's not being racist. Nah. You see, Dougie's identified those racists, and well, they're all liberals and they're all Democrats. That's who Dougie tells us that is a real racist. So old Dougie, he thinks he's a genius. Old Dougie's figured out where that true racism comes from and who's got it. But when you start inquiring with old Dougie what his methodology was, do you know what methodology is, Dougie Dumbfuck? Do you know what that is? So when you ask old Dougie about his methodology and did he have a control group, what were the questions Dougie posed to the group about what racism is? Nah. See, old Dougie doesn't do it like that because that would be scientific. Dougie doesn't know shit about scientific. So Dougie, what he does is he pulls shit out his ass. And he uses that old thing called projection. You see, he projects onto others what he's guilty of. Racism. That's old Dougie. That's how he does it. He just pulls it shit stained right out of his ass. And of course, you know, he sells that right to his old clown posse, which they just eat that shit up because they don't know any better either. So Dougie, the racist, going to tell us about racism. Well, Dougie, I'll give you this. You are an expert racist. Racism is something you know about, something you practice, Dougie. Dougie practices that racism. He just doesn't like to have it pointed out to him. He doesn't like it thrown back in his face that Dougie's a racist. Old Dougie, oh, he's so smart. Just ask his old clown posse. They'll tell you, old Dougie's the smartest thing there is. Smartest guy around old Dougie is. Just ask the old clown posse. Yeah. Dougie's got a 90 IQ, and his clown posse, they're down in the 80s somewhere, so of course they think old Dougie's smart. Well, Dougie isn't smart. And he's not honest either. Because if old Dougie was honest with himself, he would think, you know, if I vote the same ticket as the Ku Klux Klan, somebody could rightfully conclude that I'm a racist. See, if Dougie was honest, he would think that. And he would think, you know, maybe if old Dougie didn't want to be a racist, he wouldn't vote the same ticket as the Ku Klux Klan. And then turn around and project it onto others what old Dougie's guilty of, his old racism. Yeah, Dougie's an expert in racism. You know why? Because Dougie's a fucking racist. Oh, yeah. And of course, old Dougie doesn't like it when I point out the truth about him, that he votes the same ticket as the Ku Klux Klan. Dougie doesn't like that. You know, when I point out old Dougie's got a gaudy high school diploma, Dougie's got a high school diploma. You see, Dougie doesn't like me telling the truth about him. Do you, Dougie? You don't like that old truth stuff. That's why you project your racism on the other people. That's how Dougie does it. You know why? Because Dougie's a dumb fuck. A racist dumb fuck. So yeah, Dougie, project that racism on the others to try to cover up for yourself. And don't think we don't see it. But you don't know any better, do you, Dougie? You don't know any better, do you? That old high school diploma you got, oh, it's so gaudy. Oh, it's so gaudy. Just look at old Dougie. He made it through high school. Whoop he freaking do. Ask him about methodology. Dougie didn't have a fucking clue. So yeah, Dougie's an expert on racism. 'Cause he's a racist. Aren't you, Dougie?